Yo. Welcome to the Ferg Show on Intellectual Radio, Common Heart Radio Station. As always, I got my guy.
What's going on, Ferg?
Man, I'm well. Kind of in a little rut, because you kind of fed me the information.
Right, man.
And it's kind of like when you hear something and they tell you, and you're like, oh, wow. And the more time go by, the more it keep hitting you. The more it just keep hitting you. And that's the situation with a high school buddy of mine got killed in a shootout in a gas station or a store.
He was coming out of a barbershop. When they were supposed, but I hear they were trying to rob the barbershop. But they
right. I know he was in some store, so he said the bar, and he was coming in to rob the barbershop. He was there. He had his concealed carry. And they got into a shootout, and him and one of the gunmen got killed. My man Derek Ghost, aka Scooter G, my bro from high school, Fat Dog Gear.
Jay,
one of my youth fight dogs, man. It's just, man. So from the J, Julian, big ups to everybody from the J. Everybody knows Scooter. If you went to Julian from anywhere from 2000 to maybe 2010, Scooter G. You know what I mean? Like that's just how
it was before that late 90s. So he was.
You know what? I'm tripping. Right. He went from that because Scooter came in probably maybe about 90, I think. I think Scooter came in about 90.
She was there with my sister.
Yeah. So, man, anyway, yeah, because I was no Scooter. That was like 92, 93. So, man, anyway, big ups to Scooter G, man. Real dude. It's a hard thing. Matter of fact, man, I'm dedicating this show to Scooter G, keeping it real and always being a 100 dude. That's who that dude was. So pretty much dedicating today's show to my man Scooter G. Anything you want to say, Mr. Marcus?
Man, dog, we just got to, this whole country, man, this whole world, man, you just got to stay vigilant. Stay focused, man, on yourself, your home, you know what I'm saying? Watch what you put in your kids out here, dog. Watch what you put in your kids out here. Because some, I don't know if it's in the water, I don't know if it's mental illness.
And see, I'm glad you said that because I'm going to be honest with you, man. And this has been on my heart and I've been wanting to talk about for a while anyway. The problem is how we treat our women. Okay. Straight up and down.
Black and white, or period.
Period.
Okay.
But more so black than any other because they're targeted and attacked the most. But the way we treat our women plays a heavy part as to what is being infused in the children. For example, women are symbolic to earth. So everything that comes out of earth, everything that grows out of earth is symbolic to a child coming out of the womb of a mother. Okay? And the only way to get a tree from the earth is to cut it. The only way to get a child from a mother is to cut it. The earth can feed everything that it produces. A mother can feed everything that she produces. So it's symbolic in that manner. If you don't take care of her, if you don't take care of the soil, so let's just say you're a farmer, right? And you got a bunch of crops, and I want to destroy you as a farmer, what would I do?
Put salt down in the soil or gasoline.
Destroy your soil. So when you see me breaking your fence, no, I'm not trying to steal your fence. I'm not after your fence. When you come and you see me disarming your alarm system so I can get on your yard or to do whatever, I'm not after that. That's what the black man is. The black man is your security. I am only disarming him. I am only belittling him. I am only doing him in order to get to you. Because to get to you is to get to everything that comes from you. And when I get everything that comes from you to think in a certain manner and to move and operate in a certain manner, I got you. Me with female mentalities. A female will kill you quick. So men got this feminine kill, can't take nothing, snap off, go hard. Right. They have all of these. It's a ton of female energy out here. Can't nobody just, hey, my man, it's all good. Go ahead. Nobody can do that, but a lot of women don't do that. You know that.
Women don't
do that. Women don't. That's why guys, you've always heard sayings of why guys can get into it and then be cool the next day.
Yeah.
Women get into it, they don't talk for the next 22 years.
Easy.
22 years. Every time she sees her, she got something to say about it. She ripping her apart some kind of way. So we constantly eliminating and taking away your security so that we can oversaturate different things inside of your soil. So now what's being produced is this offset, this offspring of it. You got kids, you got children you can't say anything to. You got children who are just crazy, disrespectful. You got children who think they've arrived before they arrive. That's why I speak on the whole plate thing, which is just symbolic to everything. Make your kids see that they have good things in life. Because some people, and a lot of times if you rush your time on stuff, you mess yourself up. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I see, shout out to my man Brian Wildcat Smith, who just moved to LA. Big move. But sometimes I see people make moves to LA and they're not ready for that.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then you get there and you let people see you and they label you garbage, when in all actuality, you just needed time to work on your craft and perfect what it is that you had to do and then come out here. But you too busy looking at the dude who got 10 years on you.
Yep.
Of going through what you should be going through, and then he on his way out there, but you too busy looking at that one like, man, I should.
That happened to the Joe Boxer dude. The guy, he had this Joe Boxer commercial some years ago. He was jumping around dancing in his Joe Boxers, Black Cat.
Okay.
And he started getting auditions, and so they was like, man, you should take some more acting classes to tighten up. I don't need them. Start going auditions. You ain't heard from that cat. He was on it, you know what I'm saying? Wesley Snipes started from a Coca-Cola commercial. Tyrese, you know what I'm saying?
All that, yeah.
Them things are important, and you got to take them serious.
But those cats went to school too.
That's true.
Those different things started happening. But Wesley was in school long before all of that. But a lot of them cats, started going to school, start taking it serious and taking those different classes and all. It's just what has to be
jumping
done,
ahead, like you said, just jumping ahead for a show time.
Jumping ahead before it's your time. Sometimes a lot of times experience plays a major part. You can have all the class and all of the, certificates saying you know how to do whatever, but all of that's theory. All of that's theory. Practical is totally different. Once you get on in
real world,
the real world of it, yeah, the practicality of it, that changes everything. So, a lot of times that's the thing that blows me, man. That kind of blows me. And we got to be very vigilant about how we do our black women. I mean, we're the only race of people that make, music that we listen to every day that degrade our women. Every single day. Every single day you can cut on the radio and hear some form of degrading of women where they are just primarily reduced to sex objects. Like they no other value for, the mother of.
What about the women that accepted that role though?
That's why I'm trying to tell you. Once you disarm the alarm system, they're not accepting the role. They ain't doing nothing but produce and back out what they've been contaminated with. You know what I mean? That's my okay. They only going by what they've been with. You know what I mean? Like yeah. But that's the same thing like with the guys. Everybody is accepting it. You got to go back to the movement of trying not to accept it.
Trying not to accept it. What you mean? Like in terms of
what? When people were what people were doing was people were pushing really hard against gangster rap and negative kind of music and so forth. And even now we're 20 some odd, almost 30 years really in the hip hop, which may be longer, but what I mean, when we really, really into hip hop now, we just not getting the artists who made that garbage to start being like, because they family people now.
Oh yeah.
They have children.
Cube say it all the time.
Cube say all of them kind of Willie D. You're not gonna hear Willie D. He not on. That's not the same Willie D. Scarface. That's not the same Scarface. Right. You know what I mean? So as these guys, Jay-Z, You know what I mean? Different people, like, as they get older, as they start maturing and see life and see reality, then they start seeing, oh, I really was a pawn because I perpetuated a lot of crap. When, you know, but what's the antidote to that? Okay, fine. That's what's done. What's the antidote to that?
The antidote. I don't think it's an antidote.
I think it's
our society
an antidote.
Our society, our civilization, period, has been that way. You know what I'm saying? We've been a violent civilization, period. Around the world, violence and the demeaning of women has just been part of our civilization as human beings.
The demeaning of women has not been a part of our civilization as human beings. It has been a part of a colonial. Once you add that in, then that's where that came from. That has never been in our history, long before the inception of Caucasians into. There was never that move.
What about the violence?
We had women that were kings, so we never even. That's not even the case.
What about violence, though? What about the violence?
Violence is always violence, but when you talk about at what magnitude and at what level, that's where the subject changes. Violence can happen amongst anyone, but it wasn't prevalent. It wasn't prevalent. When you're talking about before the conquering, you're talking about people that's not even eating meat.
Okay.
What you gonna eat meat for? You trying to tell me that if I put you in Chicago, Illinois, and put every fruit, every vegetable, every nut, peanut, every herb, every whatever you could possibly think of, I'll put you in Chicago, Illinois, and fill Chicago with that. You gonna go over to Indiana and start shooting deers? Duh. Like, why would you do that? You can sit in the tree and eat bananas till you pass out. Why would
I think the animal and all of us just is born to fight, born to bump heads. That's even in the animal kingdom.
That's even in the animal kingdom. Yeah, of course. That's what
But you say it as a civilized group of people.
You say that's even in the animal kingdom.
It's in our nature.
Listen, that animal kingdom with those kind of animals. You don't see that with elephants. Elephants eat grass. You don't see them out there fighting, chewing each other up.
They'll still go at each other. They bump heads over.
You said killing. That's not. If you talk about that form of violence, that's not really. That's not what I'm talking about when I'm talking about violence.
I really ain't heard an elephant on elephant crime.
You ain't heard no elephant murdering another elephant. You
they'll stampede everybody else around them. Then you're right.
You're not gonna hear that. You don't hear about two hippos killing each other. You don't really hear about. You know what I mean? Those different things.
The grass.
I'm not saying you don't hear about, but you're not.
I know what you're saying.
Too many of these different things. So, but when you get to carnivorous, right?
Yeah.
Carnivorous animals, then there you go. And they're built for it. Every animal built to eat their food right then and there.
That's true.
Every animal. The Most High built everybody to have everything that you need, everything that you want. That's why every moment for every human being, that's why every moment and every second of every hour is called the present. That's your gift from the Most High. The rest is on you. You run around, could you give me a car? Could you get off your butt and work for it?
Man.
You know what I mean? It's like that. It's your present. It's like this your present. What you gonna do with your present? You just keep grinding it what you want. That's how I feel. But nevertheless, let me tell you what I was listening to in the news. Killed me.
All right.
Lady riding down the street sees an injured bobcat in the street.
What was that? You know what time?
I don't know what time. Google.
Well,
see an injured bobcat in the street. Gets out of her vehicle, dragged the bobcat into her car, and drive off. But she got her 3-year-old daughter in the back seat. Call the police and tell them, where should she take this bobcat?
What they say?
Stop the car right now, get out and get your baby out and lock the doors. Then they called Animal Wildlife down there to come get the bobcat out of her car. And they got it out, and the bobcat back legs were crushed. and paralyzed. So
you know the crazy part, it's a number of these stories that go back.
There's several of these. But my point is this, though, Marcus. And I know what I just said. They were like, here you go. But my point is this, Marcus. Somebody is dealing with this woman that makes these kind of decisions. This is somebody's lady that took your baby and put a bobcat in the back seat with your baby, sir, and drove off.
Here go the one, yeah. But it was a number in them stories. I put Cougar in first. It was about 15 of them.
No,
in an SUV.
Yes,
in Colorado.
Colorado, that's exactly where it was at. Colorado, riding down the street. She said,
"They take her child from her."
No, they didn't take her child from her. She should have took her baby from her.
But that's insane.
But that is somebody's woman, Marcus. Do you realize? Listen, Marcus, check this out. This is how it go. Hello. Hey, baby. I was riding down the street and I saw a bobcat. Oh my God, he was so edgy. I'm like, okay, calm down, baby. It's gonna be okay.
Did you hit it? I'm asking, did you hit it first?
Did you? Yeah. Did you hit? You didn't hit it. No, someone hit it. Cars in front of me, but I couldn't stand it, baby. I couldn't stand it. I got out and I got him. You got him? What you mean you got him? I got him. I put him in the car. You put him in the car. I put him in the car. Where's the baby? The baby's in the back with the bobcat. Get my baby out there.
She wasn't. I can't even imagine.
Can you imagine that phone call your girl telling you that she couldn't let that bobcat lay on the side of the road? I couldn't let it happen. Oh, but you could let it eat my baby in the back seat.
That's insanity.
Oh no, any bobcat ain't gonna eat. But no,
man, the stuff he
could attack real quick and be scared. He could.
You heard me? I said the stuff black people would do.
The stuff black people will do will never be one of those things right there. Speaking of another thing, when you hear it, you know black people didn't do it.
It's about the guy that drove through the mall.
Guy jumps in SUV, drives through the mall, through Sears, comes in through Sears, takes out Forever 21.
That's what killed you most.
That's the part that killed. When they say he aimed his vehicle forever to hit Forever 21, all I could think was today is his 22nd birthday.
When I heard, I thought he just crashed into the mall.
No, he went in through Sears. He was aiming for Forever 21. Today is his 22nd birthday. He pissed off. He will never be Forever 21.
I don't know who said it. I hope y'all watch it. But the funniest comment I heard was, so that's how they get them cars in the mall.
So that's how they get them cars in the mall. Hilarious.
They say he got a mental illness. You know, they make an excuse for him already.
That's when there was two things that let me know this wasn't a black guy. First of all, I was listening to it on the news, radio, as I'm driving. And they said, man, drives SUV through Sears, hits the mall. Looks like police have surrounded the vehicle. They are pulling the
suspect.
No. They didn't call the suspect. They said suspect. They didn't even want to go straight to suspect. They said they are pulling the potential suspect. Alleged. Yeah. They are pulling the alleged suspect from the vehicle. I say alleged. Who else in the car? Alleged suspect from the vehicle, taking the guy. He doesn't look like he's giving up a fight. Looks like he's going right along with I said, white guy. Has to be.
Palatine.
Has to be. Palatine. Then find out. He has a mental illness. And he did not take his meds.
It's a lot of that.
It's a lot of that.
I think the meds messing people up more. Unless they own them, I don't backwards.
I think the meds definitely mess a lot of people up, but I think a lot of what mess people up, I think a lot of it is psychological, with people constantly in your head telling you something wrong with you.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Because whatever you affirm in your mind is true. So if people keep telling you something wrong with you and you need to be on your meds and you saying you don't, then, let's be honest, Marcus. How many times have you wanted to do some things that you like, okay, I ain't gonna do that. But you've wanted to kind of lose it a little bit, right? Well, if you're on papers already and everybody already halfway expected of you, Why not?
Why not?
Why not? You see what I'm saying? It's like they already expect me to act the fool. Let me go ahead and do the dance. You know what I'm saying? Remember Gator? When he won that TV from his mom? There you go. It's like, you know, do a little dance, you know, a little money. Woo, woo, woo. So that's how they do their attention thing. So I don't subscribe to a lot of it. I think it's a lot of it is BS. And the people who quit telling you something wrong with you and all that, then you probably would be a lot better off.
What you think going on with people in their mid to late 30s to mid 40s committing crimes for the first time, violent acts of crime? That, you know, this wasn't in they never had a record, and all of a sudden, boom, and they go to the deep end. They ain't just, you know, got into a fight or stab somebody. They go straight to the deep end.
What you mean doing it for their first time at like 40?
And they 30, yeah. Even if they are using a knife. I heard some story.
I think it don't matter. It's like you never know how somebody's gonna react when pushed. You know what I mean?
Because the dude who shot that girl, he was on his bike. See, I don't know if that was his first offense. When the police tried to arrest him, he shot a cop. Like, this dude was like, something was going on. He was at his breaking point. This dude was downtown. It was like the West Loop, and he was riding on his bike, and he shot this girl. It was definitely, he was trying to hit her. He was coming for her. It wasn't no random nothing.
Wow.
45 years old. He on the front of the
plate.
This was like Wednesday, Thursday. It was last week. And then the cops came for him. So whatever it was, he was at his breaking point. What's making people break out here? Even on the suicide tip. Nothing for CPD to kill this.
You know what? Oh man, CPD been killing themselves a lot. People don't even know it. Not even just CPD. Officers, police officers, a lot of police officers kill themselves. And a friend of mine, Miranda Booker, shouts out to Miranda, always send me different topics and different things to talk about. She was telling me about the suicide rate amongst teens and amongst black men, and she actually was telling me about one of her friends that, you know, was talking about doing something to himself, and she reached out to him and, you know, started getting him some help and different things. So I think a lot of times we got to kind of take that serious, that people, you know, put that out there. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I ain't want to really take it serious all the time. Like when somebody, I'm gonna kill myself, I'm like, man, get out of here. You know, people that kill themselves don't announce it. That's my, you know, my love.
I ain't talking about that.
I'm just saying that's kind of how I feel like when I hear they, you know, like I've heard a kid in the store, you know, they don't get what he want, you know, this way I was like, I killed myself.
You're on like, Facebook posting,
you know, this gonna be somebody's boyfriend at one day at some point.
If you're on Facebook posting, you ain't trying to do it.
If you're on Facebook posting, I don't think you're trying to do it. I think this is a crowd for some attention.
You sit in you sit in the garage in a smart car with the door open. You're not about to die. Quit playing.
You're not about to die. Not about to die.
We found him in a garage. he wasn't
in an
electric car with the door open.
I'm trying to go quick. That's hilarious. But we just different all other people's job and never want to accept that they made a mistake.
What you mean? We go to the. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like we go to the store, somebody mess up on the register, mess your food order up.
Anything. You lose it like you the best at your job.
Oh, yeah.
You lose it like when you go to work, you ain't never made no mistake. You ain't never got
people that got rolled up that day. That's why
they got rolled up that day. You ain't here bothering this lady about ringing something up wrong, and you on probation at work. You know what I'm saying?
And I felt like that when everybody was clowning D Rose about, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all get a hangnail, can't come back to work. What is you talking about?
Can't come back to work. Exactly.
I'm like, this dude that had both of his knees, because one of them was twice. One, he done had 3 surgeries, and he back hooping again. I remember somebody, his career over. Like, that.
That's all I kept hearing was his career over. It's like,
people want to see.
Only way we want to ride with you is if you're going up. If that thing is already, you know what I'm saying, if the spaceship got plenty of oil, plenty of fuel, and everything mechanically working well, and that boy soaring, we want to wait till we see a mid-flight that boy gonna make it, and we want to jump on.
Exactly.
And we want to ride that thing to the moon right with you. You know what I mean? But anything other than that, no, we ain't messing
Oh,
with
my
you.
knee. I'm like, man, get knee surgery.
Yeah,
I bet you stop talking about D-Rose. That
Man.
changed your life. For the regular person just walking around, and he trying to play sports at the highest level.
He's playing
sports at the highest level.
MVP first year. MVP first year. 1 year of college. Come to the league, become MVP. Kill it. Like, come on, don't do the man like that.
But you're right, we do. You
and
right
it's
about
from your
that.
hometown, like, you know what I mean? Like, but that's just the mentality of that's a lot of the mentality of black people. And I hate to say that because I hate when people generalize black people, but as a whole, I can almost generalize us as a whole, not individually, but to a degree as a whole, because we do things like if somebody die, we ante up $6,000, $3,000
Right.
to bury him, but won't give him $100 a piece if he start a business. You can't go to your family and get $30 a piece from each family member. You can't get $30 a piece to start your business, to go and build you a life, to go and get something going. You can't get $30 a piece. Then here's what else happens. Then when you do invest in something, you buy something, you invest in it, right?
Right.
Then let's say you spent $1,000 to get it. You spent $1,000 to invest in it, and something happens, and you only get $800 back. You know what everybody on the side do? See, you gonna hear a bunch of that. But what you know what an entrepreneur know? An entrepreneur know, I just paid $200 to learn how not to do something, what to do, this, that, and the other. I took a hit in the head, but that is a lesson. So, but we don't get that. We always come from the everything got to win standpoint.
Right,
everything got to win. You know, we don't understand investing. We don't understand taking a chance. We understand risk, but take chance and take risk every day on somebody else. Going to somebody else's company, hoping they got something for you. You know what I mean? You take. This sounds crazy until you come to work and they say company closed.
Exactly.
This sounds crazy what I'm saying. You know what I mean? No, you know, we everybody out of here. We don't have severance packages. We don't have nothing.
Y'all just got to go.
Y'all got to go. Ask Detroit.
Man.
Ask
Gary, Indiana.
Ask when people decide, like, man, we gotta. But then you have people in your own family with know-how and ingenuity to move and make things happen and this and the other. It's like everybody can't be the engine. Everybody can't be the wheels. Everybody can't be the body. Everybody can't be the seats. You need the entire part in order to roll that vehicle. Just like building a house. You can't build a home with all carpenters. You need plumbers. You need electricians. You need, you know what I mean? You need so many different people to come in and do and put their part in order to. And I feel like because we are so separate as people, this is why we don't move along the way that we need to move along. We're not killing in other realms like we could be killing because we're afraid to invest in each other, but we'll invest in everybody else. That kills me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see that in a lot. Well, not in the investing part, but I see that in a lot of young comics. And I'm not saying new or old. I'm saying the younger comics in terms of they want everything now. Even in their career, they want to invest in themselves to take the time to really even study what they into. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but see that goes back to people who just look at, you know, where the people are right now. Like everybody got their eye ahead of them and want that right now. So you know what I mean?
It's a lot that come along with that.
It's a whole lot to come along with that. It's a whole lot to come along with that, and that's why you got one-hit wonders and you got child stars that fell off like this. You got so many different things that, like with me with my career, I'm actually good. It's moving. I wish it would have moved faster. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. But at the same time, I'm really happy with a lot of different things. There's so much I learned and so much I went through that I understand that I'm, you know, got a better view and perception of that I wouldn't have had things happen a lot earlier. It's a lot of people that I would have probably felt, hey, let's all,
I got
and definitely wasn't worth that. You know what I mean? So that's the good thing. That again, to me, goes back to me saying the Most High is always protecting you if you truly believe through the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's all good for you. It's just how, yeah, good. You know, if you really, really trust and believe in the Most High, the good, the bad, the ugly. Seriously, I had a blowout on the expressway. It scared the hell out of me. It popped so hard. I ducked my head down in my shoulders like a turtle. It popped so hard. Boom! Whoa! Next thing you know, rolling up. Oh, nah, pull the side of the road. I was thankful. I still got a present.
That's true.
I still got a present. And this is part of the present. Thank you. Thank you for this too. You gave me a present with a blowout in it. Thank you. Thank you. Because the only other option is no present. Thank you. Thank you for the present with the blowout. You know what I mean? Thank you for the present with the blowout in it. I'll take it. I'll take it. No problem. Hey, let me ask you this. When dating women.
Yeah, that's all right.
When dating women.
Go ahead.
If they don't put their kids to bed, their children, if they don't put their children to bed on time, do you think it's fair for them to question what time you come in?
I ain't never thought about that. See, I ain't coming in.
Well, take a second to think.
Coming into my house, and they like, why you been out the street all night?
Well, I mean, let's just say not necessarily you, because obviously you're not never gonna live with a woman again. So I can tell from your answer. So let's say
you talking about kids,
right? I'm saying, what about right? If you do live with a woman, you better not hire none of them kids. Right? Nah, this ain't gonna work. There's a lot of older women having children right now, so
yeah,
it is.
It is.
You know, I know some 40-year-old women just had.
I'm looking older.
Oh. So what do you So for the brothers that are dealing with that, what do you think?
They it don't make a difference because they, first off, these my kids. They do what I tell them to do. You know what I'm saying? That's women gonna always have an answer for everything.
Oh, absolutely.
So you know what I'm saying? How you feel? I mean, at the end of the day, it don't make no difference. It don't make a difference at all. It's at the end of the day, it's gonna go back to what that woman wants. What she still, regardless of what you say, don't worry, I'm raising him myself. He left. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make him leave.
But what I've noticed is that when I first started dating women, the kids always in bed by 9:30. Like really together now. I come over there, they still up. It's 10:30, 10:45. Hey, what's happening around here? Well, you know, like you said, well, so this happened. Hey, he should have been sleeping in the car, picked him up, brought him here, right back to sleep. Like,
what's your take on it? You think it's disrespectful, or what you saying? Because they gon'
do I think it's disrespectful?
If you ain't paying no bills over there, women they gonna just do it just because they know you don't like it.
Probably, and that's probably maybe that's why I get it. Maybe that's why I get it because they know I don't.
They probably waking them kids up when you get there. Come on, get up. Ferg gonna be over here.
You probably absolutely right. you might have a good point there. I think my new thing now is dating women with no children. I kind of like it, but I've noticed women with no children,
none or grown children.
No, zero. Women with no children that are older, Marcus. Now, I see how you looking at me like they got killed.
Women with no children.
Older women with no children. I like them, but they are spoiled and they are problematic. I mean, just whoa, you know? Yeah, they spoiled, brother. 0 children. 40 spoiled. Make good money, spoiled.
They want everything their way.
Yes, want everything their way.
I think kids and no kids, they
yes, they want everything their way.
You got some women that said I can't say that. But
listen, over 40, no kids, no children whatsoever. She always wants you to come to her house. She don't never want to come to yours. She got some children up in that house. She always want to come to your house. Right. I'll be right there. Let me get my shoes on.
Turn that pot off in 10 minutes.
Right. Right. Turn that pot off in 10 minutes. Mama be right back. Over 40, no children. Always want you to come over there. Always. They never want to come to your house. They never want to come. They don't even want to be in your house. It ain't comfortable. They want everything. They want to be around all the stuff the way they like it. They want everything the way they like it. And even if you do invite them over, they gonna spend their entire time over there with an uncomfortable.
I thought you was gonna clean that bathroom. I did.
Yeah.
That's what you call clean. You're right. All that.
Come over there with the dumbest. The dumbest thing a woman has ever said when she came to my house is, "Why is the toilet seat up?"
You lied, dog. No, she didn't.
Yeah. Why is the toilet seat up? I was like, man, you crazy. I don't know what, man. What make you think I wouldn't leave my toilet seat up? What would make you think that? Come on. I finished boo-booing and lift it back up. Just to make sure that it's up. We got, what's those? What's that?
It ain't popping on mine. I don't know what them are.
Oh, I don't know either. But we got comments over there. And they ain't
Leonard Bonner said, what's up? He said, his favorite show, the Ferg show.
Who said that?
Leonard Bonner.
Leonard Bonner, yeah, my man. Good deal. Thank you, Leonard Bonner. I appreciate you, bro. You always sharing and promoting and putting my stuff out. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get Leonard on the show and get rid of Marcus. Leonard, you work harder off the show than Marcus do on the show, Leonard. I think we get ready to dump this dude right here. We're gonna get rid of this. Marcus, shock that.
I wish that outside the window. Like Martin was.
He said what?
Like Martin was. He was trying to get back on.
Well, you trying to get back in there with the tickets on what was that show?
Oh no.
No, not the Varnell Hill show.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Dude, the Skybox.
Exactly.
The Skybox. He's trying to get back in the
Pam
boyfriend. Pam broke up with him. He's like, no, don't do that. That's hilarious.
Speaking of that, man, TV wise, you watch TV?
No.
We don't have. I mean, Blackish is there, but we don't have nothing. Different world, Bill. Them days, living single.
No.
What happened to that?
What happened to it? They got rid of it. Y'all started emulating them people and started
getting our life right.
Getting y'all life right. Y'all messed that up.
Trying to be stockbrokers like Cal, going to college.
Stockbrokers. You start seeing people dressing. The kids start dressing nice. They start talking to each other with respect. They start getting apartments together and seeing how to coexist and co-live. Parents, they had to get rid of Cosby because parents start talking to their kids instead of just punching and beating them and slapping them and hitting them and throwing shoes at them.
I gotta believe that because I'm telling you, we don't have nothing like that no more.
We gotta get rid of all that. They like all that stuff. This ain't going right. Let me get some more filth up here. Look how long what do you call it? What do you call it? The reality show stuff. Look how long that crap runs. You know what I mean? Like that's, and then they tell you there's reality, but in all reality, it's scripted.
Big time scripted.
It's scripted. Pretty much everything you watching on television is scripted. It's very rare you watching something on television that's not scripted or edited.
That's true.
All right, one or the other is happening. It's either scripted or edited. From if you
too many coincidences.
If you watching animals, when animals attack and different stuff like that, you watching edited.
Oh film. Yeah, it take
months edited film, and then they gonna put it together to make it look like whatever storyline they probably start wanting to tell you that. Oh, and seeing she left her cubs over here, so she's gonna go over here, and then she's gonna like there's all edited film and putting stuff together to tell you the story.
No, nothing. That's just man.
Well, what would you expect, Marcus? What do we show about now that people are gonna watch? Because unless people fight, unless people argue, unless people degrade each other and humiliate each other, we have turned into a society where we don't want to see positive things. If we will promote, we will share 3,000 times if somebody shot somebody. We'll share 3,000 times if somebody beat the hell out of somebody. We'll share 3,000 times if somebody did this, that, and the other to somebody. But we won't share not one time positive affirmation for the day.
Conflict has become the norm.
Conflict is becoming the norm. It's becoming to be what's expected and what you want to see.
Having haters is cool.
Well, that's always been cool.
Nah.
That's always been cool. It's always cool to have haters. Like listen, the hating part is pretty much that's gonna be there. But see, and that was the difference. Like in Egypt, if we talk about Egypt, and when you talk about like the violence or different things, when you try and get into that, and people try to act like all that was there. But what happened in there was everybody was a pharaoh in their own home. Okay. So when you start talking about, like, when you watching movies like 300 and stuff like that, they taking mindsets from ancient Egypt. They taking mentalities from ancient Egypt and infusing them in other movies and giving you the mentality that was their mentality. That was never their mentality. That was yours. The movie about the 300 is basically about the Ethiopians.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's basically about the Ethiopians and the Spanish trying to come over and take over the Ethiopians, and they beating the brakes off of them, and they only got, 100, 200 some thousand troops, and you done sent 500, 1 million people over there, and they done beat the brakes off of them, sent them back running. It's basically, you know what I mean? So we gotta know the history. You gotta know the history, and then you'll see how great you and your people are. Because how can you really, really love yourself if you don't know yourself?
I know who I am. You
don't know who you are, Marcus?
Big time.
You know who your daddy is.
Hey.
You're done after that.
When Fred Sanford told the Mott, it's like the motherland. You mean St. Louis? That's probably
St. Louis? Exactly. You think Chicago? Mississippi?
Right. I saw the far back I need.
I go back to Mississippi and trace my roots, though.
Yeah, it was only so many people that didn't tell you.
No, I mean, like, I can go, like, my family has a cemetery.
Okay.
With graves
Most people do.
With families, our family date back to the 1800s in this.
Or do that DNA test, I'll tell you that.
I'm not doing no doggone DNA test, man. I don't trust nothing that has a lot of commercials. That's my theory. That's been my new theory. I don't trust nothing with a lot of commercials. Anybody that has a lot of commercials is bogus. That's just my little scale of theory. McDonald's, a lot of commercials, bogus.
Geico,
a lot of commercials, bogus. I don't know if they're bogus or not. I don't know. I'm just saying that. I don't know about. But I don't even think Geico came out with a ton of commercials. I don't know if they still rocking a ton like that. But Miss Cleo had a ton of commercials.
Oh yeah,
bogus. Yes. That's what I mean by a ton of commercials. I mean that ton of.
Oh yeah.
Almost every time you turn it on, commercial, bogus. Eagle Man, bogus. Look at those low rates, bogus. You know what I mean? Like, I believe anybody that has a lot of commercials, bogus. The DNA thing, every time you turn around, one of them on there about finding out your DNA, bogus. Another one I think bogus. Come sell your jewelry.
Oh, people, yeah.
Bogus. Anybody with a lot of commercials, instantly in my book, bogus. Except the Illinois Hammer. No, I'm just. What's his name? Jeffrey Levin. He all right, man.
He be on.
Man, for real. So let me ask you this: as a kid, grew up with your father in the house. Did you ever watch your father like do things, and then you didn't understand him, and then you got older, and now it's like, oh, that's why you did that. Like pertaining to your mother. Like, for example, my father. One time my mother tried to make some Chinese food. She got
go ahead.
She got a new wok and all that stuff. So she had it for years, and finally she like, hey, I'm gonna make Chinese food.
All right.
So my mother go to make the Chinese food in the wok or whatever, and my mother's an excellent cook. Okay, I mean, for anybody knows, my mother's an excellent cook, but she one of them cooks that cook outside the kitchen. You know what I mean? Like some people cook and never leave the kitchen.
Okay.
My mother, back then she used to cook and will always be, back and
forth. All right.
Right. Make her way back. I only know that when you cook that shrimp fried rice, you have to constantly toss the rice.
Stand over.
Okay. I only know that because my mother treated the rice like
it was in a pot.
It was in a pot. I guess it was supposed to do something wok-tastic because it was in a wok, but it was in a pot. They didn't do that. But nevertheless, gave it to my old man and me and my brothers. Worst meal in my life. All right, me and none of my brothers, one bite. That was it. That was all we did. We wasn't touching no more. My mama made my daddy a plate. Man, it looked like a gallon of it. My daddy sat right there and ate every bit of it. Steady eating. And every spoonful, me and my brothers on the floor. You eat
right.
that? What's wrong with you? And the only thing my daddy said to us was, one day you're gonna have to do it too. That's all.
That's all he can say.
That's all he said. One day you're gonna do it too. You understand, lady? And we was like, what? Get out of here. I'll never do that. Get married. Wife bring one of them meals in there. Apple chicken. What would possess you to even try to make apple chicken? So I tell her the story. And I ain't eating it. Because I'm going to let my old man know I didn't eat this. You talking about some one day it's going to happen to me. Man, after that attitude I got, after trying to go online and do something creative and, fix the table. After all of that, I'm over there with the old man. Eat the apple chicken. I tell my daddy that story. He be in tears to this day, like, apple chicken? Mine was shrimp fried rice. Yours is apple chicken.
Let me see. I can't really put nothing. I mean, you see stuff later on. I have seen a few things like financially when I got older, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mama, when it comes to money, she's not good with it.
Right.
And my father is. So it's sacrifices that have to be made sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So understanding sacrifices, that. Like, no, man, you know what I'm saying?
That's your wife. Why wouldn't you do that?
Right.
I already know.
Because y'all three love. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's how I felt growing up watching my father. There were plenty of times I watched him interact with my mother, and I felt like, you foul. You foul, dude. Hey, dude, you foul.
But if he had went that other way, y'all probably been on the street, lights out,
on the street.
No Christmas.
I mean, not even just that. It was just certain.
I know what you're saying, right.
It was even conversations I heard them have, and I just was like, man, you foul. Why you got to talk to her like that?
Right.
All kinds of stuff.
Mama. Right.
I became a man. Player. I see.
You look at your mama like, man, you know
what? All of y'all. I'm putting cases on every last one of y'all. Y'all all the same. I see why he had to get out like that. Y'all don't listen. And that's all he was sitting there saying. He steady. And I'm mad as a kid because he telling my mama, you don't listen.
All the time.
And he's snapping about it. But he not going.
Yeah,
my old man don't, holler none of that. But he's so assertive with his voice, you get it. You know what I mean? Real.
I got you.
Assertive and direct when he speak it. You know what I mean? You know what's happening. And then he buck his eyes, so you already know. Right. He buck his eyes and look you straight in your eyes and talk to you. You know right there that man see his business. He playing with you. So yeah, those are things. Yeah,
that's about it. Nothing I had to actually do, but I get it. Yeah, listen. He used to say it to my mama all the time. You don't listen. And the roof, you don't listen.
Right.
And the roof, you don't. I heard that plenty of times.
And they don't listen.
I got older. Like, I didn't have to tell mama, like, I just told you.
I did that same thing. I did the same. But it's always.
It's what Daddy was talking about.
Yeah, see, but it's different. Like, my mother pulled different things, but it's different. That's mom. So I'm always, even if it is whatever, it's
right.
You kind of take it like, okay, whatever.
Of course.
But,
you know where it came from. Like, this ain't nothing new.
This what he be talking about. right here. You know, that's I think those are good things like that you pick up on. Growing up with men around you, like it make you kind of a little more conscious and aware of different things. Like I see a lot of kids is raised by just their mothers. They kind of had a bobblehead thing where they with their moms. You know what I mean? Well, because mom's gonna, get up here, catch up here, walk over that way, stand right there, tie your shoe up. It's gonna be a ton of, and so, when you with daddy, he kind of let you figure things out.
That's true.
You step on your shoe and fall, hit your lip. I bet you tie that shoe.
Yeah.
I bet you
Don't let you crap for me. Here, come here. Yeah, dust you off. You ain't getting dusted off right away.
You ain't getting dusted off right away. Like he trying to, because he know you gotta get past. You know you gotta get past when you know you gotta.
Even for girl, I mean, it's you're right. It's different.
Absolutely. So
women, they got their father, their life a different breed.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Regardless of what they choice they make, they still a different breed.
They always a different breed. Because I mean, if you got, if the old man around, he gonna. One thing I like about dealing with women that had their father in it is you're not really dealing with a woman that expect you to be perfect.
That's true. Now, that is true.
You know what I'm saying? You're not dealing with a woman that expect you to be perfect because when a woman didn't have a father in her life, all she got in her mind is what she think a man do and don't do, or how a man talk or don't talk, or how a man move and don't move. Like if she watched her parents be together for a while, then she understand an argument. That's it for
That's
us.
right.
You know what I mean? It's a wrap because we both may have said a few things we didn't really mean or whatever, or maybe we did mean them, but we ain't mean for them to come out that way. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you got to get that out, and it's like the other person can, they may have been feeling that or felt that a little bit anyway. Like, okay, all right, I need to tighten that up. So
I know some of these little dudes is getting raised out here. They raised. I saw this. I happened to bump into. They stayed in my neighborhood. I happened to bump into them twice at two different stores. You know, you're bumping into somebody you don't know them, but you're like, I just saw you at the other store over there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I see this little boy. He walking down the street just hot. He was actually with his grandfather, crying. I get to the gas station. There he go again, but his grandma and mama was there that time. So I'm like, oh, they overriding grandfather, letting him do whatever he want to. I mean, I'm like,
and that's and that's the thing that I've been noticing that's happening more and more of is that this is what I watch with a lot of women. They get in the way of that child being raised the way that they need to be raised until it's too late. Once it's too late, somewhere around 16, 17, when Shorty buck up at her, when Shorty let her know, shut up, you ain't talking about nothing. Now she on the phone, come get your boy. No, hold on, I've been telling you since he was 2 what was going on here. It took you 16 years to figure out what I was trying to tell you when he was age 2, that you got to operate in a certain manner, and you didn't want to hear that. Now you want to hear it, and he is 16 years of, hard formation in this crack. And you want me to come in and deal with him now? What can I do? You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, I see it all the time. They get in the way until it's too late. And it's like, man, sometimes the best thing you do as a parent is get out of the way. Let somebody else chastise them. Let somebody else deal with them, because you're not going to be there to deal with them their entire life. So they're going to have different times where they're going to need different people in their life. And I say you let other people deal with them. Straight up and down. That's what I say. Let other people deal with them that way. Hey, you get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's my view. Man. That's my view. I just got different views on different things. I don't know. Of course. I wish you could see what the heck is going on over there, though.
I can't, because I guess on your feed, it ain't pop. It don't pop up, but just they say something. I can't see. I think that's the people who watch.
Oh, that's the watchers. Okay, maybe it ain't what you call. Okay, all right. But anyway, so nevertheless, man, that's what I think about that. My last thing, very last thing. What we gonna do about this marijuana, y'all? Can we put some money together and buy something? God, dog.
I just saw that on the final call the other day.
They about to kill us. Can we put some money together? If you're interested in putting some money together, hit your boy. Man, can we do something? We need a dispensary or two. We need to start, like we built that market. Well, it feels like it. But we went to jail the most out of it.
Yeah, definitely.
We went to jail. We did the most time for it. We need to be compensated for that.
It's a lot to come with that. And people, you got to really know what you're doing with that.
What do you mean?
In terms of the growth process, where you get it from, the band, the money you got to have, that paperwork is serious.
All of that, I would imagine. It's serious. I definitely don't think that's something that you could take lightly and you go in and will have cops. No, it's gonna be very serious business.
I done heard some people like, man, all I know, I'm like, I don't need to know how to. Every time I hear, I didn't see them people who just smoke it all the time. So
yeah, no. Even if you smoke it all the time, you learn how to grow. But here's the thing, Marcus. Here's the thing. Come January 1st, you're able to grow at home.
I mean, everybody keeps saying that.
Marcus, come January 1st, Ferg gonna have a plant or two.
I don't know why you wait till the first.
Oh, Marcus, we on that. Come January 1st. Come January 1st. I'm gonna have a plant or two or three or four or five. However many you can have, that's how many I'm gonna have. I think it's like 3 plants. You
remember Peter Griffin made a nation out of his house? His house was his own country.
No.
Peter Griffin made it was Pretoria. Watch it, it was on the Family Guy.
Oh, I got to watch it.
My house has always been my own country.
That's my house is definitely my own country. I mean, I don't play no games when it. That's why I like to be at home. Yeah, I like to be at home. The rules are totally different. Like, it's my rules. All my rules, and they all set up for me to win. All my rules in my house are all set up for me to win.
Get your plat for the first, you know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like being in Intellectual Studio, where we are right now. This is Earl's home.
Oh, yeah.
All the rules are set up for Earl. I'd like to explain a few of those rules just in case you're interested in getting the show at Intellectual Radio. Rule number 1. Don't bring no gum out your car. All right? That's rule number 1. Gum can't even walk on the sidewalk next to Intellectual Radio bill.
In the pack.
Or not even in the pack, leave it in your car. You can't even bring it in your pocket. He has a gum detector at the door that goes up like a metal detector. He has a gum detector. I don't have no metal on. I got some gum in your pocket. Take it out. Throw it in the garbage. I don't know what gum did to Earl, but he said
that's the only rule.
Earl said that's the only rule. No, Earl, that's not the only rule. Earl has another rule. I would like to share it with you all. That rule is called don't ask Earl for SHIT. Do your show and leave. Nah, I love Earl. That's my guy.
This is his house, though, for sure.
Yeah, this is his house, and I respect that.
I like it.
I love it. Yeah, I like it. I've always said I love the way Earl operates. He's a grown man. I've always been able to.
This is our house.
This is our.
I appreciate that, Earl.
And the only reason we're going to agree because it's your house.
Until 1 o'clock.
After that, back to your house. So we got to agree with you. This is our house. That's what Earl said. But whatever Earl said, that's the third rule. No, man, it's always a great time down here at Intellectual Radio Studios. If you're interested in doing a podcast, definitely reach out to Earl at Intellectual Radios or either Wanda B, and then set you up, man. Great people to work with. Another thing, I talked to my guys, and I ain't even finished their sponsorship letter, and I'm gonna finish them. But look like we got Mickey's on board. Mickey's on Stony Island. Mickey's Grill over there on Stony Island. Look like they rolling with
Shout out to the twin.
Yes, man.
That's
I went over there and ate the other day. Amazing food. Great guys. Same guys who used to own Crew Sports, the clothing store right around the corner over there on 87. I used to own that as well. Great group of guys, man. Always supportive, always genuine. And anytime, any business I've ever seen them guys get into, the business has been successful, but makes me always want to deal with their business is that every business and everything I've ever seen them do has always stood on integrity.
Okay.
Every single time they have been integrity. If you go in there and eat, you know you're going in there to eat in a place where they have integrity about themselves. They hire workers who have the integrity and this, that, the other. Like they take pride in their service. They take pride in what it is that they're doing. They have a good time back there and all that as well as any other job. But it's no BS. Sometimes you go to certain restaurants, you kind of wonder, who knows? And then amazing food too. You can't really beat that. You can't really beat it. So I suggest you all go on over there and get you something to eat because I'm headed over there right now. You've been listening to the K Ferg Show on IntellectualRadio.com and our radio station. As always, I had my co-host with the most, man. Very good enemy friend of mine, the one and only Mr. Marcus Shark.
Man, catch me at M Shark 22. Alina Lucas, we see you, baby. Oh, but that's it.
Lucas.
No, that's it. That's all we had out there, man. And Duty Man, El Bonner, and what else I got? Every Tuesday I'm at Angels out in Dalton, 14217 Chicago Road. Come check me out.
Yo, and this is always, I'm Kendall K. Ferg. Y'all can catch me on Instagram at 1KFERG, 1KFerg, YouTube, Funny Ferg. Just go to YouTube, Funny Ferg, all one word, Funny FERG, and Facebook. Facebook, Kendall Ferguson. Again, I just want to take a quick second. Can you pause 1 second? I just want to take a quick second, man, for my man, Derek Golston. Shot, killed in a shootout over on 112th and
State of Michigan.
Yeah, West Pullman neighborhood. To him, his family, his friends, we all gonna miss him. Very, 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 very good dude. Very good friend of mine as well. Just seen him not that long ago at the B Code special. It was very good to see him. So just want to say in closing, man, everybody, love your people. Show your people love. We never know what's gonna really happen out here. Peace, y'all.
Peace. When they doing that show today?
3.
Okay.
IntellectualRadio.com. Feel your brain.
Might spin it.